Hey, Laura Helen, aka Mummy, forever family, forever free. So we've been working with a few parents recently, and when I had people at Date with Destiny approaching me and talking to me about their families and things that are great and things that are not so great, one of the most common things that we hear from parents is, why won't my kids listen to me? Why won't they listen? This has been so common in so many families, and my response is always, do you listen to them? Because things that seem not important and little to you are really big and really important to them. Do you listen to them? Not only that, when your kid is being really good, do you praise them? Do you tell them how good they're being? Or do they only hear your voice when they're doing something wrong? These are things that if you're getting caught up having a busy day, hey Sam, if you're having a busy day, if you've got a lot going on, this is the kind of thing that gets really easily done over habit. Just, yeah, they're quiet, they're fine, let's crack on with what I need to do. They do something wrong and you go, ah! Why are you doing all this crazy stuff? If we praise them when they're good and quiet, they get the attention that they want and love and need, and we get to give it to them in a great, loving, awesome way. If we don't talk to them, we don't respond, we don't interact when they're being gorgeous, good and quiet, then they're going to want to get our attention another way. And if they go, look mummy, I did this, look mummy, I did that, yeah, that's great, yeah, that's great, because you're busy getting on. Now this is not judging any parents, we all have busy moments, this can happen to everybody, but when you can be lost doing what you're doing, mummy look what I did, mummy look what I did, dad look, I did this, hey Nicola, then you can get lost in, yeah, that's great. So then they'll go, I don't know, do something silly, make a mess, break something, have a tantrum, because then they get your full attention. Because then you're like, oh, what did you do? Oh no, what's going on? Why are you acting like that? It's not good attention, but it's attention, and kids crave that. Hey Elise, hope you're awesome. So the key thing is when they are doing good things, when they're being awesome, when they're being quiet, when they don't need you, is when it's the best time to interact and be like, wow, good job, wow, you're doing that awesome. Oh, you're being so good and beautiful, I love it. Mwah. Don't just react when they do the wrong stuff. Not only that, when they talk to you, you need to listen. You need to really listen. I'm not saying every time, every day, spot on, it's not easy. But when they want to chat to you about something or what happened at school that day or what they did today or they want to share something with you, really try and be present. Really try and be in that moment with them. Really, really listen. If you kind of give them that, yeah, I'm chopping up, doing dinner, yep, then they don't feel heard. They really just don't feel heard. How can you say to your kid, you must listen to me, if you don't make the time to listen to them? We get to their level and we talk to them to the eye when they've been naughty and they're in trouble. We don't do that when they want to communicate something with us. Something awesome that happened today, something that they learnt that was new, something that they loved, something maybe they're trying to tell you something that wasn't good. It's hard for kids to tell you and be vulnerable sometimes if they've had some incident happen at school or with a friend or they're feeling hurt. That can be hard for them. We need to really listen when our kids are talking. If we listen to them and make time for them to feel really heard, if we encourage them and talk to them and give them awesome attention when they're being great, awesome, outstanding kids, like they are most of the time, then it will really cut out more of the silly. And they will listen when you ask them to do something or you're trying to ask them something, then they're going to listen more, they're going to respond better. Because you're listening and you're responding. It sounds so simple, but it's something that gets missed in our busy, hectic lives. Especially if it's get up, get dressed, get breakfast, get ready, get in the car, go to school, pick up from school, bring them home, get the homework done, get them fed, get them bath, get them bed. It's such a crazy routine we get ourselves into that we do again and again and again, that you can kind of get lost in it, and it's just, how is school? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Kids break your pattern. Now you can either do it a great way when you notice they're doing something awesome. Maybe your kid always makes a mess at school and comes home filthy. One day when they come home and their jumper's clean, be like, wow, what did you do today? You look so clean and smart. How brilliant is that? Just little things. When they tell you something about what they're doing at school, what they did at school, they're rehearsing for this, they're trying out this project, they're reading this certain book. The next day, remember, Oh, so you're reading this. How far did you get? Oh, you were doing this, and how's it coming along? If you retain, and think how good it makes you feel when you tell someone something and they then later on ask about that same thing, and you know they've listened, you felt heard. How good does that feel as a grown-up? Imagine what that feels as a kid. To have their parents really giving them that time and that attention. The reason we've created this crazy, incredible, amazing life, however you bracket us in your mind, we've done it so in the day we can be present with our kids. We can really be there. When they're talking to me, I want to hear it. I want to know. When they're learning and growing and exploring, I want to be there every step of the way. And when they're out exploring and doing awesome things, it's so fun. You can just kind of watch them go off and, oh, you're doing great. When they're in and out the pool, diving, playing games, yeah, woohoo. Now see if you can do this, wow. And we challenge them and push them a bit more, and we're really interactive, and or we're in there with them. I can do it like this, can you try like that? As opposed to sitting on the poolside, yeah, kids crack on, they're arguing and fighting, what happened? They're probably doing it for attention, to break the pattern of not being heard. So it's so important. It's so simple. It's so simple. People are thinking, well, yeah, I do that. Your kids will listen so much more if you listen to them. It's the most simplest thing ever, right? It's the same with our partners. It's the same with our friends. It's the same with our clients, our coaches. The more you listen, the more people will listen. We have 2 ears. We only have one of these. So many people say this. We only have 1 mouth and 2 ears. Listen more. The wise old owl. Why is he so wise? If you're talking, you can't learn anything new because you're not listening. Whereas if you're listening and taking it in, you can learn so much more. So when the kid's trying to explain to you or show you something, just take a second. Stop chopping the vegetables. Stop washing up. Stop doing what you need to do. Just for a moment, turn to them. Give them your full attention. Admire, appreciate, enjoy what they're showing you. They've gone out of their way to come show you something that's so special that they want to share it with you. When my little boy, he's done it forever since he was tiny, runs and picks me a daisy, a dandelion, something cute. My favourite colour is yellow, so dandelions are like beautiful flowers to me. And he'll bring and run them up to me. He'll do that a few times a day, and most days. Every time he does it, I'm still like, for me, oh my gosh, big kisses and hugs. Oh, thank you, I feel so loved, I loved you so much. Every single time. I have days when it's lots and lots. Every single time. So when we go out for walks and he wants a bit of attention, he'll pick me a flower. He won't have a strop or drop something or lag behind or start dragging his feet. He'll do something amazing because he knows he gets such great feedback. Now here I'm not judging any parents. I'm not saying anyone's bad or I'm better than anyone else. We all have our days. We all have our moments. But if you can just acknowledge and think about that, the change that can happen, the closer that can bring you to your kids. Oh, it's magic. It's so magic. I've had people break down in tears with this one simple bit of advice. Like break down like, that's it, that's what was missing. It's so simple and so obvious, yet when we get in our routines and we're going again and again and again, we just get a bit lost in our routines and lost in ourselves and lost in our stories. We take a step back and see it and hear my crazy words that are so simple, we kind of go, yeah, maybe I don't do that as much as I should. Maybe the first couple of times you try it, it won't quite work, but you'll see a kind of, something's different here. Keep doing it. I challenge you to try and do this for 2 weeks. When your kid comes to talk to you, you stop what you're doing, as long as it's not dangerous. You stop what you're doing, you turn to them, eye contact, you give them your all and you take it in. You do that for 2 weeks, I promise it will make a difference. And then you'll feel the difference too. You guys will, you'll be closer than ever. It'll be so awesome. And then when you want to talk to them, they'll be like, yeah, what, mummy? What are you telling me? What do I need to do? What do I need to hear? And the interaction is just magic. It will be incredible. I challenge you to go try this for 2 weeks. If you get results, let me know. Private message, let me know if it changed, if it helped. I know it's so simple. It sounds so simple and so easy. But it's the things that get overlooked when you're in your routine. It's so easily missed. Go try it. Our kids are going to be up and grown soon. Ah, do you remember when they were like this big? Now they're like this big. Soon they're going to be like this big. Like, it's crazy how fast they grow. Don't miss another moment. Grab that magic. Enjoy everything they tell you. Soon they'll be too cool to tell you stuff. They'll be too cool for those hugs. When you hug your kid, oh my gosh, one of my favourite things when I hug my kids, I squeeze and breathe every breath out of it that I can. Because I know I'm one hug closer to it not being cool to hug mummy. One day they'll be up and grown and I won't be getting those hugs every day. So I make the most of them every single day. Because it's such a short period of time that they really need us. And you really need to be there. If you have this great listening interaction, imagine what that's going to set them up for. Even as an employee, if they're listening to their employer and meeting their needs, how quickly are they going to work up? If they're in business and trying to communicate a team, how incredible are they going to do if they're really listening and they're really interactive and they're responding? Like, it's just, it seems like quite a small act right now, but the way it can help them in future times to come, pure magic. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate that you took the time to listen to me. I've given you my all here right now. Send me some hearts. I love you all. Go try it. 2 weeks. Hit me up with some feedback and let me know how you get on.